Albert. Number Troublemaker, Jump Cut, Kira Duncan, General Relativity, and Colin Fairley.
Are you over here or no?
Some announcements coming through as we get ready for Derby time. Shouting out Lithia Subaru in the market for a car. Lithia Subaru has you covered. You can buy or lease new and used. Lithia Subaru, located at 2270 Kiski Lane, Reno, Nevada. Committed to the community, fueled by passion, and powered by Subaru. Dragonhead is a proud sponsor of the Deep Blue Derby Tournament. Whether you're a business, artist, nonprofit, or just have an idea, Dragonhead Inc. can bring it to life. Let's get printing. Make sure you check out Reno's premier screen printing studio, Dragonhead Inc. while you're here for the weekend and get a freshly printed t-shirt with one-of-a-kind local art. Timbers, come for the drink, stay for the vibe. Check out the friendliest little dive bar in the West. And that is the whistle, folks. We are ready to Derby. 5-second call has been made. Goody Two-Skates and Ty are scared. Jam is on. Both jammers fighting their way through that pack. Bellingham recycling that Arizona jammer to the back of the pack. Number 702 getting lead jammer, but recycled on the inside line. And they are holding. Bellingham's pivot, Wreck-It Rebecca out front. Penalty call for a forearm on Bellingham. C3P out, taking a trip to the Puff penalty box. Sounds like we have a star pass. Woo! A hot skip and a jump there from the knockout. Penalty on high altitude. Puff Smoke Shop is a proud supporter of the 2025 Deep Blue Roller Derby Tournament. It's not about what you carry, it's about who. At Puff's Carson City Smoke Shop, you'll find everything from hand-blown glass to local artists to high-end tech top brands. With knowledgeable and friendly staff, their inventory ranges in a design and price to fit any lifestyle and any budget. Huge shout out for Puff Smoke Shop for sponsoring our penalty box. We have Huntress and Glitter Bomb on the line. Score is tied 8-8. 999 pushing their way. I'm hearing a multiplayer call, but unclear as to who. High altitude out in front with the lead jammer status. Jam is called. See if they were able to put any points up. 1 point for high altitude. 0 points for Bellingham. Colin making an adjustment there on his skate. The Atlantis Resort and Spa is a proud sponsor of the Deep Blue Roller Derby Tournament. The Atlantis Casino and Resort and Spa offers several restaurants ranging from fine dining to quick bites. Don't miss out on your chance to win dinner for 4 at the Toucan Charlie's Buffet and Grill. Rumblebee and Vivian Slaya. Bellingham's pivot knocking that jammer to the outside line. Rumblebee getting lead jammer. Oh! White blocker for high altitude, getting a stop block call from that inside pack ref. Shout out to Rice Street Tattoo, voted Carson City's best tattoo shop 7 years running. Consider Rice Street Tattoo for your next tattoo. Visit ricestreettattoo.com for more information. Fun fact, they were also voted the most philanthropic business of Carson City. Legs Get 'em and Kid Radical jamming. Bellingham fighting that wall of high altitude. Bellingham making a trip to the box. Number 12. Number 81 hitting that jammer on the outside line. Legs Get 'em coming around for a scoring pass. High altitude getting out in front here. Jam has been called off. Bighorn Roofing, a proud supporter of the 2025 Deep Blue Roller Derby Tournament. Bighorn Roofing is based in northern Nevada, is family-owned and operated. Bighorn Roofing uses American-made products and prides themselves on their detailed and dedicated craftsmanship. Find out more about Bighorn Roofing at bighornroofingnv.com. Glitter Bomb and Curly Carino on the line. Oh, I'm sorry, Goody Two-Skate. Bellingham pulling away with a small lead, 14-10. Glitter Bomb just really working those. Woo! Just barely stays in bounds, gets lead. We have a successful cover pass to Wreck-It Rebecca on Bellingham. Glitter Bomb getting hit on the inside line by number 702. Bellingham putting up 1 point. 15-12. We are going into Jam 5. Atomic is sending the Starlets some love in the Twitch stream chat. Huntress and Vivian Slayak. These jammers are right on each other. High altitude blocker coming into the box, number 1. High altitude beating the Bellingham jammer out in front. Bellingham calls it off. One destruction starting off in the box with Jam. Rumblebee and Eager Beaver on the line. Rumblebee on the inside line. Wow. Getting hit out by number 750. Eager Beaver fighting through that front pack. Wow. One destruction standing in the penalty box. Both packs being recycled back. No pack, Rumblebee gets out and is not lead. A little confusion over who's lead here. Rumblebee had a no pass, no penalty. Cannot be lead. Number 911, Eager Beaver has taken the cover off. Keeps the cover but gets out. So there is no lead for this Jam 7. About a minute up on the jam clock. I hear them calling offense for Eager Beaver. Getting recycled by number 115 of Bellingham. Pass them kind of stops to a slow here. Rumblebee getting recycled to the back. The crowd is yelling, put your star back on so they can get points. Get your point. baby. Rumblebee getting recycled, and that's that. Who?
I think cut to,
We've got a little bit of a timeout going on here. Game is still continuing, just have a little, maybe a little altitude sickness. Skater is up and moving. Alright. My lovely producer this evening, Dobby Stockham, running the cameras for me. Because I can't do it. I'm literally just a girl. Dobby's smarter than I am. Okay, we've got Legs Get 'em and Pie Are Scared. Making sure everyone is ready to go. If you watched the last game, then you heard me talk about the altitude here, and we often get this when we have teams come from sea level or maybe not as high up as we are. It is a struggle to acclimate to this high altitude, this thin air. It's hot, it's dry. It is definitely takes a big effect on you, tires you out. High altitude is named high altitude, but I don't know how high their altitude is. Alright. The jam is on. The jammer's starting way back there in corner 4. Having a scoreboard issue. Everybody just be really nice and talk nice things to it, and it's going to work. Oh, you guys are at 7,000 feet at high altitude. Impressive. We're at about 4,500 here. I played Bellingham earlier today, and that was one of their complaints, was the altitude. And it does make a difference. If you are not at Deep Blue, and you wish you were, Deep Blue will be back next year for the 2026 season. Same time, different place. And it is getting bigger and better than ever. So keep your eye out on Sierra Regional Roller Derby social media if your team wants to be a part of Deep Blue. Number 314 out in front. High altitude with a penalty on number 32. High altitude just really holding that Bellingham jammer, number 425, through the corner. Here comes number 314. Turned down for what? Calling off the jam. We have a tie game, my friends, 26-26. I love a tie game. If this is as close as the last game, we are in for a treat. Glitter Bomb and Goody Two-State. Goody Two-State's making very quick work of that jam start, getting out in front, getting lead. Glitter Bomb getting out. Ooh, 702 getting hit on the outside line. That's Goody Two-State's getting recycled to the back of the pack. No pat call has been made. Wreck-It Rebecca and number 115 in the back just really holding that high altitude jammer. High altitude just behind Bellingham pack. Things have kind of slowed down here in corner 3. Lots of jostling going on. High altitude trying to make it out. 30. Oh, Bellingham up to 34. None of this would be possible without our officials on and off skate. So shout out to our officials. Thank you. Vivian Flaya on the outside line for high altitude. Huntress with a penalty. Power jam for high altitude. Ooh, a big fall here in corner 1. One destruction out in front, trying to run some offense for their jammer. Getting recycled. High altitude running some offense here. Huntress is standing. I hear another penalty here. Huntress is released from the box. And that is on Bellingham's pivot is now in the box. Number 4, Brink, will start the next jam in the penalty box. 34 to 36. High altitude with a little lead change there. Oh. High altitude has a blocker that just reported to the box. You're fine. Rumblebee and Ty are shared. Rumblebee making a quick start off that jam line. Wow, beautiful hit from number 115 on Ty. Rumblebee calling off the jam. Oh, it looks like we have a pivot reporting to the box for high altitude. Number 750. And Mini Fridge in the penalty box. Team timeout called for high altitude roller derby. Bruised Boutique is a proud sponsor of the 2025 Deep Blue Roller Derby Tournament. Make sure you check out our sponsor, Bruised Boutique, online at bruisedboutique.com and use the discount code SRRD10 for a discount. They sell skates, wheels, skate accessories, protective gear, apparel, and so much more. IBEW Local 401 is a proud supporter of Sierra Regional Roller Derby our entire season. Reno's International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers is dedicated to making better working conditions and wages, benefits, and secure retirement. Got that rolling whistle. That means we're getting ready to go back to derby time. 5-second call has been made. score is 38-36. We are in Jam 11. Glitter Bomb and Legs Get 'em. Two high altitude in the box and two on the track, and they are holding it down. High altitude hits the inside line. Here, a penalty here. Legs Get 'em, trying to get around these two blockers. Bellingham pivot back in the box, number 4. Jam has been called off with Bellingham 41-36. High altitude up front there. Bellingham mixing it up. A little switcheroo. Goody Two-Skates and Vivian Slaya. High altitude getting lead jammer status. Bellingham fighting that tripod. Let's go Goob, says the cat. Hear lots of calls for offense. Looks like we have a pass, a star pass. A couple penalties coming in here. I've got a track cut. Power jam for Bellingham. Number 142 and 321 reporting to the penalty box for high altitude roller derby. Bellingham, with their pivot jamming, has a real opportunity here to make some points, put some points up, and really spread this gap. Brink pushing on those high altitude blockers. Gets recycled to the back of the pack by the high altitude pivot. There is no lead, so we've got about 28 seconds left here to try and get some points on the board. High altitude getting hit to the outside by Rebecca. Bellingham just really holding it down in the back of that pack there. Brink pushing on those high altitude blockers. Number 4 getting hit out by Bellingham. 3-2-1 putting some points up on the board there up until the last whistle. Lots of high fives going around. About 12 minutes left in this jam. We're going into jam 13. 48-43. This is a close game. All right, Huntress and Pi are scared. High altitude with the lead jammer status. Number 0 for high altitude in the box. Ooh. (48-45). Bellingham. Becca is putting in work. She is a killer on that outside line. Rumblebee and Glitter Bomb. It's always a spectacle when you hear the audience go, "Ooh," you know it was a good one. This game is just so close. These jammers are not taking chances. They're calling it off before everyone else can get an option in to score some points. 48-48. This is a tie game. I cannot believe how tight these last two games have been. So fun to watch. 0 is signaling to their team that they only have a few seconds. Few seconds left in the penalty box. We've all been there. The Puff penalty box. The knockout starting this jam from the Puff penalty box. Kid Radical out there on the line for high altitude. Number 1414. I believe this is the first time we're seeing Kid Radical jam today. Bellingham coming out to the track. Can you move? 'Legs get him, getting lead jammer for Bellingham, and the high altitude jammer 1414 is in the box. This is an opportunity for Bellingham to put some points up on the board and get out of this tie situation, and do they ever. Legs get him, just blowing by the outside line. Such a fast skater. I hear a destruction of hat call going to Freakin' Rican, the pivot for Bellingham. High altitude pivot being recycled to the back of the pack. Kid Radical returning to the track. Ooh! Hit on that outside line by a Bellingham player. Looked like they took a pretty good hit to the face. I saw them grab their face after that. No one likes to get hit in the nose. 56-48, Bellingham. Five-second call's been made, kind of pushing back onto that jam line. Goody two skates and Slaya. Goody two skates getting out quick in the front, little tangled up there from Slaya. High altitude tripod out in front, is able to recycle. Ooh, a little chaotic there, not gonna lie. High altitude pushing on that Bellingham pivot. 702 fighting in the back here. Goody two skates making it around again, widening this points gap. We have a forearm call on Bellingham player number 102, and a successful star pass for high altitude. Mow You Down is out there jamming. 702 just really running this jam. Really impressive. Destruction call for 802. I don't think that was a destruction call. I think I misheard that ref. But we are going to go into this next jam, Jam 18, with a power jam for Bellingham. Mow You Down. took the cover pass. Unfortunately, got a penalty while they were the jammers, so we are starting in a power jam situation. Five-second call has been made. Ooh. High altitude pivot, taking Huntress out on the outside line, recycling them back. Couple skaters going down there. Number 999 getting a track cut call right here in corner 2. It was so fast. Their toe just slipped right out. I heard it go over the tape. Mow You Down has been released from the box. See if they can get some points up. You hear the crowd out here giving Mow You Down some love. Huntress standing in the box, ready to re-enter. 999 Huntress for Bellingham is released from the penalty box, coming into that pack so fast. Mow You Down, unfortunately, with another penalty. Power jam for Huntress. The Bellingham just have such dynamic jammers. You really can't give them this opportunity to run away with the game in these power jams. Bellingham recycling a high altitude player to the back of the pack, trying to get her some snacks back there. Mow You Down returning to the track. We've got 10 seconds left in this jam. If they hustle, they can try and score some points here. Huntress fighting that wall of high altitude. (79-53). Bellingham. Mow You Down did such a great job. It's so hard as a pivot to take that jammer cover, and then you kind of get stuck in jammer purgatory for a minute when you get those back-to-back penalties, and it is so hard to try and get out and get some points, and doing double duty, hot duty. Glitter Bomb and Rumblebee on the line going into Jam 18. We got about 4 minutes left in this first half. We have an official review. Rolling whistle means we are... Oh, just kidding. Wild Island, proud sponsor of the Deep Blue Derby Tournament, Northern Nevada's epicenter of fun for the whole family. Coconut Bowl at Wild Island is the #1 place to play and compete and repeat all year long. The award-winning facility offers fun for kids and adults. Play a round of mini golf, race around the jungle track, and earn points to redeem prizes at the award-winning arcade. Also, a shout out to Kaya Fit, a proud sponsor of Deep Blue. Established in 2009, Kaya Fit aims to be a community for women to create friendships, encouraging healthy minds. They aim to place without judgment. They aim to be a place without judgment. To support your dreams, encourage your goals, and help you to accomplish things you never thought possible. Visit KayaFit.com to learn more and enter the Deep Blue raffle for a chance to win Kaya Fit passes. Shout out to Archie's Giant Hamburgers and Breakfast. While you're here for the weekend, make sure to check out the Archie's Giant Hamburgers and Breakfast celebrating 30 years in Reno and voted the best burgers in town. Breakfast is served from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the locals, they offer a loyalty program. Still sitting in this official timeout. It appears that our officiating crew is over there talking to both captains from both teams, bench coaches. I'm assuming they're also assistant captains or captains. Like something happened that we didn't see and they're trying to sort out. Are you feeling a bit sore? Reserve a time with massage therapist Candice Caruso. Candice will be on site. That's right. She's right here in the building for the tournament, Saturday and Sunday. Looks like things are moving along here. Shout out to One Destruction from the Twitch chat. 5-second call. We are ready to derby, friends. 4 minutes left in this half. Rumblebee and Glitter Bomb, Jam 19 of this game. Let's see here. Glitter Bomb out in front with lead status. Rumblebee just moving behind them. Glitter Bomb calling it as they came into the pack. Looks like we've got 3 minutes left here. Legs get him and Eager Beaver. And the jam is on. Eager Beaver making their way through the middle there. Bellingham just recycling them on that outside line to the back of the pack. High Altitude really fighting that jammer. Legs get him. Is just getting pinballed around by these high altitude blockers. Both packs really at a crawl here. Tripods. Eager Beaver is able to get out. High altitude holding that Bellingham jammer. Legs get him. Ooh. Up. I thought that might be a penalty. Sounds like number 81 got a track cut. Eager Beaver coming around to score some more points. Lots of calls coming from the bench over there. Number 12 hitting out Eager Beaver, and they call off the jam. Goody Two Skates and Vivian Slaya. Here we go. Some jostling. High altitude jammer down on the ground. Bellingham working that high altitude pack. High altitude sees the hole and gets out. Wreck-It Rebecca trying to contain but just couldn't keep up. Oh, we see high altitude has received a high block. So we are in a power jam for Bellingham. Number 4 with the cover pass, Brink, is now in it for the 2 minutes. High altitude, number 0 with another penalty, multiplayer, the knockout. Only 3 blockers out there for Brink to make it through. Wow! Just a powerful skater, really just powered through that high altitude line. Jammer is standing. Slaya entering the track. Brink really hit that pack so hard and it just blew apart. Another penalty for a high altitude player. High altitude out of the pack. Number 802 serving a penalty. Lots of calling from the bench happening, telling them to get low, to run some offense. No pack call has been made, and they just barely tippy-toed stayed in on that one. The crowd is cheering them on. Ooh, little face-to-face blocking there. Number 115. I apologize. I thought that was number 4 out there. It was number 115, Champagne, with a successful cover pass and put some points on the board. My apologies. 87-68. That is halftime. We will see you back in about 15 minutes. for those of you watching at home, we have about 5 minutes till the second half of Bellingham versus High Altitude Roller Derby. Currently, score is 87-68 Bellingham. We've got 4 minutes and 50 seconds until game time. Welcome back. 20 seconds to Derby. Bellingham at 87, high altitude at 68. We have Huntress on the line for Bellingham, and I think that might be Glitter Bomb out there for high altitude. I cannot see the numbers. Oh, that is High Are Scared for high altitude. Sorry about that. And we're off. Huntress getting hit out on the inside line. High Are Scared getting out in front with lead jammer. I hear a penalty call on Bellingham. Number 102. Keeps it short and sweet. Rumblebee and Glitter Bomb on the line. Jam is on. Rumblebee with a fancy little spin there on the inside line. Gets lead jammer. High altitude pivot, just a little slow to get up there. Glitter Bomb. Oh. Big hard fall there on one destruction. Glitter Bomb trying to get through that Bellingham 2-pack up there. Rumblebee getting recycled on the inside line. Little fall there. 93-74, Bellingham. Both of these packs kind of jostling for that front pivot line. Legs right out in front, made quick work off that jam line. High altitude on the outside. Bellingham just really holding that jammer 3-2-1. Legs getting some points up on the board. Ooh. Back block on high altitude roller derby. We are in a power jam for Bellingham. And did they call it off? All right. The funky whistle. Here we are. Legs coming into the penalty box. A full 30 seconds here.
We'd like to thank Lucia Zuber, proud supporter, 2025 Deep Blue Lowlander Tournament. The market for a car.
I see Freakin' Rican out there and Brink. Oh, we hear a penalty. Both jammers exiting the box. High altitude putting a hit on legs. The leg shakes it off and makes it through the pack. High altitude hit on that inside line with a big hit. Legs coming into that pack so fast. Brink hitting 3-2-1. lay out to the outside line. Freakin' Rican bridging. Legs coming in for some more points. Bellingham just really holding this high altitude jammer back here. Bellingham's pulling away now with a 102 to 76. I love the leg emoji for leg. So funny. This Bellingham defense is really holding it down. .106 to 76, Bellingham. Goody two skates and Pie out there. Goody two skates getting hit to the outside line and Pie recycling them back. And now we dance. Dancing! Here we go. High altitude just really fighting that. Oh! A little bit of a clothesline there, if you will. That's a penalty on the high altitude jammer. Goody two skates getting out in front. Lead jammer status. Making a call for some offense there in this power jam. And it, oh my gosh, was almost successful. Number 750, the high altitude pivot, was just able to close that door. And the high altitude jammer returning to the track, but with a star in hand. Oh my goodness. All right, Glitter Bomb and Huntress on the line, jamming. And we are off. Huntress in the middle of that pack. Glitter Bomb to the outside. Huntress working their way, kind of weaving. Those high altitude blockers are just so fast. Oh. Couple penalties here. Sounds like Glitter Bomb is lead jammer. Huntress in the penalty box. And Freakin' Rican. Freak has a great sticker on the back of her helmet that says yeet or be yeeted. Love it. Big chance here for high altitude to put some points up. Huntress and Freak are standing. Glitter Bomb coming around for a scoring pass. Oh no! Number 1-2 Rebel in the penalty box. Glitter Bomb making quick work. Uh-oh, Huntress is back in the penalty box for a second time this jam. It happens. We get tired. We're working hard out there. Glitter Bomb coming around for another scoring pass. Looking at 88 to 109. High altitude pivot, trying to make some offense on that outside line for Glitter Bomb and just wasn't able to move those Bellingham blockers. Huntress is coming back What a fast, strong skater. High Altitude's able to stop. Oh my goodness. Huntress with another back block. This would be 3 penalties in one jam. It's the worst when you start to feel like it's just happening and happening and happening. Got a little bit of a timeout call here. Team timeout. Lots of fans chiming in on the chat. Let's go glitter. And this is my favorite wall. There's some really strong tripods out there tonight. High Altitude having a little moment on the track, utilizing this team timeout. Shout out to Lithia Subaru, proud sponsor of Deep Blue Derby Tournament. In the market for a car, Lithia Subaru has you covered. You can buy or lease new and used. Lithia Subaru, located at 2270 Kitsky Lane in Reno, Nevada. Committed to the community, fueled by passion, powered by Subaru. There's that rolling whistle. We're ready to get back to Derby. Five-second call has been made. 109-295. High Altitude starting with a power jam. Huntress sitting in the box for Bellingham Roller Derby. Bellingham just really holding this jammer. Pie is really fighting their way. Makes it all the way to corner 2. Wreck-It Rebecca, the pivot for Bellingham, is now in the penalty box. Huntress is standing. That was bananas. That was bananas. Oh, I hear a penalty being called. We have another Bellingham blocker in the box. Pivot is standing though. Huntress is back on the track. Oh, sounds like we have another penalty out there. See who comes my way. The High Altitude Derby jammer Pie sitting in the box. How the tables have turned. Now it's a Bellingham power jam. Number 45 for High Altitude also reporting to the Puff penalty box. Huntress putting some points up for Bellingham. Pie standing in the Puff penalty box. Hearing the Bellingham call for all offense and successfully gets their jammer right through. Pie exiting the Puff penalty box, ready to go back to score some points for High Altitude. This is a 2-minute jam. 20 seconds left in this jam. Kate, number 45 for High Altitude, returning to the track. Wow, Pie and Huntress having that little bit of blocking each other in the corner. Pie able to break away, and High Altitude just really holding on to Huntress. Let's see what that did for the score. 125 to 103. Wreck-It Rebecca reporting to the penalty box for Bellingham. Jam is on. High Altitude is just really coming up hot and fast on the outside and just got knocked right out. Kid Radical and Killer B. Woo! Oh! Rumblebee able to take out that High Altitude jammer on the corner there and get them to call it off. Yeah, there's a lot of jammer on jammer going on this game. We saw it with Huntress and Pi a little bit just now, and with Kid Radical and Rumblebee. We love jammer and jammer violence. I see legs out there and Glitter Bomb. C3P out in front. That is a cut for High Altitude. Glitter Bomb is in the box, legs out in front. High Altitude has 2 blockers in the box. We have a power jam. Bellingham calling for an all-O call. Goodness gracious. Making easy work for their jammer. And they're going to do it again. Legs out in front, just running this power jam like an absolute animal. Ooh, Glitter Bomb. Oh my goodness, the big fall there, knocking over their own player. Just getting kind of bounced around by those Bellingham blockers. Legs slowing down just a little bit. She skated so many laps in so little time, scored so many points. Really utilized that power jam to her advantage. Calls off the jam with another 4 points. That's a 141 to 103. I see a timeout. High Altitude has called a timeout. Shout out to Puff for sponsoring our penalty box, Puff Smoke Shop, and Puff's Penalty Box. It's not just about what you carry, it's about who. At Puff's Carson City Smoke Shop, you will find everything from hand-blown glass by local artists to high-end tech and top brands. With knowledgeable and a friendly staff, their inventory ranges in design and price to fit any lifestyle and budget. Shout out to the Atlantis Casino and Resort and Spa. The Atlantis Casino Resort and Spa offers several restaurants ranging from fine dining to quick bites. Don't miss out on your chance to win dinner for 4 at Toucan Charlie's Buffet and Grill in our raffle. Spa Atlantis has been awarded the prestigious Forbes Travel Guide 4-Star Award for the 9th consecutive year, solidifying its commitment to luxurious offerings and exceptional guest service. All right. Rolling whistle. Team timeout has ended. We've got 7:02 out on the line for Bellingham. And I'm having a hard time seeing that High Altitude jammer, but I believe it's Leia. 3-2-1, that's Leia, I believe. Pack is front. Destruction call. On number 4, Brink. High Altitude just holding that Bellingham jammer goody two-scoop. Oh, she finally finds a hole on that outside and just gets blindsided with a strong hit from High Altitude. Bellingham really putting on the brakes here, holding Slay. Freaking with a last-ditch effort just to try and knock them out on that outside line. Just couldn't take it all the way. We've got about 14 minutes left in this half, and everyone is looking just a little bit tired. We had a cover pass. It looks like Brink, the pivot, wow, gets out. Successfully gets control of the star, puts the star on. Gets them to call off the jam. Beautiful star pass. always exciting when you get the star pass as a pivot and you hustle so hard to get out in front, get out of the pack so you can go score some points and they call it off. Oh man. Jam is on. I see Rumblebee and Pie out there. Both very dynamic jammers. Bellingham recycling. Rumblebee getting lead. Wreck-It Rebecca in the penalty box. Freak is standing. I can hear some refs calling some things. Rican almost tripping out of the penalty box. Pie getting out and getting some points. I'm going to assume it's Pie because they're number 314. .145 to 118. We are entering Jam 11. 12 minutes left in this game. Legs get 'em. Getting on the line. And Glitter Bomb. Some Starlets fans cheering them on from the balcony up here at El Sol. Glitter Bomb tiptoeing around her blockers. Well, we have a penalty on Brink, number 4, pivot for Bellingham. Legs fighting this high altitude pack. Oh! Her hand got caught in Freak's jersey. Glitter Bomb coming up to the pack and juking hard to the outside. Just a beautiful, beautiful footwork there. This is an intense game. Both teams, when they really lock down that jammer and that tripod, they've both been really strong. We played Bellingham earlier today, and it was so much fun. Such a hard game. A very strong, dynamic team. Goody Two Skates and Eager Beaver. Penalty here on number 102 for Bellingham. Lead jammer going to Eager Beaver. Ooh. Oh. Eager Beaver just pushing that Bellingham. Oh, they are calling Eager Beaver on a high block. This is going to be a power jam for Bellingham. Another opportunity to really put up some points. Looks like refs are signaling the cover pass. That's number 4 out there. This pivot has been holding it down all game and putting some points up. Brink for Bellingham putting in the work. Brink has the star on, calls the all offense call. A little chaos there. We're up here in corner 3. Brink up against a tight tripod of high altitude. Eager Beaver re-entering the track. Brink called on a penalty. Brink and Wreck-It Rebecca reporting to the penalty box. The 2 remaining Bellingham blockers out there have recycled Eager Beaver to the back of the pack. Exiting corner 4 up to the jam line. This is a tough jam. High altitude going in with some advantage here with a jammer and a blocker in the box for Bellingham. 147 to 126. Jam is on. We've got Kid Radical out there jamming for high altitude. Real opportunity here to close this points gap. 147 to 126. Hits a big hit from Freak on the outside. I mean, just such a clean, explosive hit. Huntress is out there as a pivot. There is currently no lead. The crowd is yelling, your cover, it's on the ground. Brink returning to the track. Getting pretty jostled there, taking the star off. Trying to get that star to Huntress. Freak just really blocking this high altitude jammer so well. We've heard the double whistle. The lead has been declared. Huntress has taken control of the cover. Is trying to get back on the track. Kid Radical jamming for high altitude. Huntress making quick work. That was a loud one, guys. We've got about 6 minutes left here. Number 4, Papa Wheelie in the Puff penalty box. 5-second call has been made. Starting with 3 blockers for high altitude. Rumblebee and Pie. Woo! I think that was a pretty bad cut right there on the corner here for Pie. Rumblebee just moving so fast. I had to double check. You guys put Power Bee, and I was wondering if I said their name wrong. A little musical chairs here in the penalty box. Pie is standing. A blocker. Wreck-It Rebecca back in the penalty box for Bellingham. I think she's getting up there on penalties. Pie and Rumblebee are just such dynamic low jammers. They get nice and low, come into those packs, and they have these little spins and jukes, and it just makes it so hard to block. They're both so impressive. We have a little timeout here. Look at them all huddled up, feeling the love. Lots going on in the chat. Get it, B. Biting my nails off right now. 153 to 130. 4.5 minutes left in this game. Entering Jam 15. Okay, rolling whistle. Timeout has ended. All right, both jammers making quick work. Glitterbomb making the smart call and calling off the jam, not letting legs score any points. I don't see a timeout call here. A 0-0 jam. Hey, sometimes that's just smart gameplay. Whistle is blown. Slay and Goody Two Skates out there. Wow, really keeping their balance on the line. Pack is very spread out right now. Goody Two Skates gets out in front. We have a cover pass. Nope, I'm sorry, no cover pass. Oh, a little jump there. We love a little apex jump. .157 to 130. This has been such a tight game. We have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here. Whistle is blown. We've got Huntress on the line, jamming for Bellingham. Lots of calls coming from the bench for defense. I think this is Rebecca back in the penalty box. She's holding up a 6 to her bench. I think that means 6 penalties. Oopsie doopsie. Ty jamming for high altitude. Huntress rolling through high altitude. Rebecca released from the puck penalty box. Huntress just making easy work. Ty fighting out in the front. Lots of yells from the crowd to have Ty call that jam off. We got 1 minute left in this game. 171 to 134. Both of these teams had such strong defense and such strong offensive players, and these jammers are really waiting for their right opportunity to let that offense really work for them. Looks like we have an official timeout. Official review. I apologize. Official review in the last minute of the game. It's like a trend. We had an official review in the last minute of the last game. Everyone's getting on the bandwagon, don't you know? There's that rolling whistle. I think I see Rumblebee and Glitterbomb out there. 1 minute and 11 seconds left in this game. Glitter Bomb getting recycled to the back. Rumblebee making some progress on the inside line. Not before Glitter Hitter hops right around Wreck-It Rebecca. Rumblebee is being held in the back. I hear a penalty whistle for Wreck-It Rebecca. That is their 7th penalty. Glitter Bomb. It looks like High Altitude is going to finish this game strong. Cover pass. C3P. Ouch! With the star and just cooking around the track. High Altitude calls off the jam. 171 to 142. 12 seconds left. That's the unofficial score, ladies and gentlemen. Bellingham roller derby at 171 and High Altitude at 142. What a game. Loved watching it. Thank you guys so much for supporting Deep Blue. Huge shout out to all of our officials on and off skates, our EMT crew that's here. We can't do any of this without you. Check our socials for next year's Deep Blue applications for officials, tournament heads, and teams. If your team wants to be a part of Deep Blue, this could be you. Have a great afternoon. I'm out.